calling out all the parents. If you're a parent and your child is in pre-K to elementary school to high school, I'm calling you out. The children today, I have never experienced, and I'm 22. Having to teach and work with you guys as children has been the most traumatic experience of my life. I teach 5-year-olds ballet. 5-year-old girls ballet. I have a class of 10 students. They don't respect any authority. You ask them, can you stand in your designated spot? They're telling you no and shut up. They're throwing things at each other. They're throwing things at other people, other classmates. You say, can everybody sit in their spot? I don't want to. I'm not doing that. You don't get to tell me what to do. You're not my mom. You confront the parent. The parent tries to argue with you and fuss at you because you tried to reprimand and redirect their kid. I told a young little girl, please sit in your spot. You're not my mom. You don't tell me what to do. Okay. When her mom came to pick her up, I said, hey, your daughter's having a hard time following instructions. And 7 times today I've had to redirect her to just sit in her spot. Well, clearly she didn't want to sit. And mind you, this is a mom. Clearly she didn't want to sit right there. So, I mean, if she's telling you she don't want to do something, why keep asking her to do it? You know she's not going to do it. What world do we live in? Like, what in you guys' brain as a parent says, my kid not following any directions is a great thing. It's not that serious, and y'all don't have a right to tell her what to do. It's sad. It's sad. It's really, really sad. And another thing that's heart-wrenching is horrifying. It is horrifying. Your 5-year-old daughters are asking to listen to Pound Town and Ski Yee. Your daughters, your 5-year-old daughters are asking, can we hear Pound Town? I'm playing them Princess Tiana ballet music. And they are asking me, can we hear Pound? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And I'm so scared for these little girls today because this is the most insane agenda push I have ever seen in my life. We do freeze dance. You guys' daughters are twerking at 5. 5. Where's the parenting? Where's the boundaries? Where's the help? Y'all are not helping your kids. You're hurting them. You guys are hurting them. I come every day dressed, ready to go, and I'm in school too. I'm in college. I mean, I put bows in my hair. I'm wearing leotards. I'm trying to get them interested in like proper things for their age, and you guys are exposing your kids to this raunchy secular music. Why is you guys' 5-year-old daughters singing Pound Town? And it's just really, 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 it's upsetting.
So now we have a video of a young college student, 22 years old. She's teaching young girls ballet class. And in the ballet class, she's saying in this video that the children are disrespectful, they're running wild, they even over-sexualize. They want to hear Pound Town and all of this foolishness, all of the kind of stuff that actual grown-ups do, right? These children are seeing it. So now, over the years when brothers like me to actually care about the community, I spent time calling out black men and holding black men accountable. But the minute I start talking about women and the stuff that women do and holding women accountable, man, I got destroyed. I got destroyed. I lost half of my following. Black women stopped following me. They stopped donating to me. And shout out to the sisters that stayed with me, like Sister Janice, Sister Shantae. They know who they are, that stayed with me from the beginning because they heard my message. They understood what I was talking about. Because in the house of dysfunction, you got the mom in the front room, the brother in the back room, the sister in the middle room, and we all dysfunctional. But for some reason, in our community, you are not allowed to say anything that the black woman does wrong. And it's very hard for her to hear accountability. So now in this video, you see a young 22-year-old young girl now having to deal with the effects of these children not being raised right, right? We all know about what black men do. We know a lot of black men leave the home. We know a lot of black men kill each other. I got a 15th degree black belt and talking about the wrongs that black men do. But now we're going to talk about the black woman in these houses. Running around having sex with all Tom, Dick, and Harrys, having multiple children by multiple different men, not understanding the aspect of what motherhood is or how to be a wife, don't know how to cook, don't know how to properly raise these children. And then these children got to go outside and deal with society, and they don't know how to be respectful. They don't even know what respect is. When you tell them to do something, you correct them, they say, "You're not my mom." And then when the mom come up to the school, you should see how she's dressed when she comes to the school. A lot of these moms, not all, but a lot of these moms. Some of them come tight clothes on, boobs all out, loud, taking their child, and all of a sudden the child is never wrong, right? Or they come with bonnets on, it's looking crazy. The presentation, you can tell by the presentation that the child is not being raised right. So now what's happening is these young women now have to deal with the daughters of the black community that these mothers are raising. As she said, she's teaching ballet. She wants these young girls to listen to good stuff. They want to hear Pound Town. They want to hear all the stuff that you listen to. Because you have no boundaries to your children because you just do what you want to do. Who going to check me, boo? That's the mentality that you have. Anything goes. And I keep saying, in the black community, for years, we've been destroying the man. The man been destroying himself, the black man. His brother, it's just been chaos amongst the black man. The thing that held us together was Big Mama. The thing that held us together was Big Mama, right? The question that I'm asking is, in the next 25 years or 30 years going into the future, this generation of women is going to be the grandmothers? We in trouble. We in trouble. Because the first teacher of the child is the mother. It's the Pound Town generation, the Sukiyana generation, the Glorilla generation, who gonna check me, boo generation, I can do whatever I want to do generation, no accountability generation. This is going to be the grandmothers. See, a lot of y'all don't like what I'm saying until you got to actually deal with those women. Until your sons have to date those women. Now all of a sudden what I'm saying is right. Or it's okay for a woman to check it because I'm a man, I'm not supposed to say it. See, you don't want a man to say it, but you still sleep with black men, right? So you'll still sleep with me as a black man, but I'm not allowed to correct anything. That don't even make sense. It doesn't make sense. And we got to get back to some sense of boundaries and normalcies within our community, man. Before we even produce a child, how we select each other's mates to make a baby. All of that. So the woman has to be accountable for her decisions. The man has to be accountable for his decisions, because these children that are being produced from these dysfunctional unions, you can see, we see what we see. We getting what we get. A lot of these children are being raised in single mother households. Most of the black community is single mother households. Is that all black women's fault? No. But in this video, I'm speaking about the black woman specifically. I'm not talking about men right now. I got a whole 8 years of YouTube videos about black men. Right now, I'm speaking about the woman. And I'm not pro-black man. I'm not pro-black woman. I'm pro-black community. And I'm pro-correction. We got to fix this thing, man, because it's serious. And this is the generation. You go back to my grandmother's generation and my great-grandmother's and my grandfather's generation. Those are the greatest black people in America's ever saw. They fought for us to get the rights that we have. They did it with black families. Was it perfect? No. They had all kinds of trials and tribulations that they had to go through. post Dr. King, after Dr. King has died, 1970 and now, what has the black community produced? What have we done? And look at the children and the grandchildren from 1970 to now. Look at the children and grandchildren. Look at where we're going, as opposed to our grandparents' generation. Look at them. They own homes, families, structure. Big mama, big daddy. And then look at the children that came from that crack era, heroin era, crack era, and then the grandchildren now, and then the great grandchildren. The Sukianas and all of them. What are we doing? Where are we going? We in trouble. We in trouble. This would be the great grandchild, right here, 22 years old. She's younger. She's my daughter. This 22-year-old is my daughter. That's the 22-year-old that's speaking would be my daughter. Her grandparents would be my parents, and then her great grandparents would be my grandmother. It's a big difference from my grandmother to this young girl's generation, man. Things gonna have to change, man. And a lot of women that's not like this, you're gonna have to be more vocal. You're gonna have to say, no, enough is enough. Y'all don't represent us. That who gonna check me, boo? All that kind of I can do what I want to do. If men can do it, so can our culture. Y'all gonna have to check that. I'm going to cut this video short right here, man. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think out there. Subscribe to Street Media TV. And remember, I ain't pro black man. I ain't pro black woman. I'm pro black community. I'm pro my people. Peace.